Hello, everybody, and welcome into the SFA Season 14, Week 13 Game Day game. And oh boy, after that BearCave stream, the stakes have gotten just a little bit higher as UNLV now is the only undefeated team left in the group of 5, and they are in sole possession of the G5 auto bid at this point. But they have to take care of business, beat Hawaii, win the division, make the conference championship. Can they get it done? If you don't know what the SFA is, it's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can join at any point in the season. You can jump in, claim an open team. You can recruit. You can hire coordinators. You can set depth charts. You can set playbooks. You can participate in our fully functional sportsbook and our fully functional stock market for recruiting rewards. It's a really fun time, fun community. Hop in and enjoy. And if you are watching live with us, welcome in. Thanks for watching. If you don't want to miss out on any of the action, use a Twitch Prime sub. You also help support the SFA, and it all goes back to you guys. As if you win the national championship, I will send you a trophy. I will send you a care package, and it will contain merch from our friends over at Home Field Apparel. They have gone on a ridiculous Linsanity run over the last couple of weeks, releasing new drops every single day for March Madness. So check them out. Use code SFA for 15% off. If you use them before, you can also just use our affiliate link as well, and you can support us that way. And remember, folks, March Madness is right around the corner. Which is tomorrow, is when the bracket comes out. We run a bracket pool here in the SFA. Make sure you submit a bracket as the winner gets a 90 overall freshman non-quarterback recruit. So do your studying, watch the games today, and yeah. And if you want more content from the SFA, check out patreon.com /the SFA. You can get an additional game day every week, as well as the Playoff Push podcast. And if you just want more content for free, check us out on Instagram, Simulated Football Association. So before we get started, as always, we go through the full rosters, and then we'll jump on into the game. And we got a special guest here today as he redeemed his Babanas in the chat. Coach Cryo, who you normally hear on the Watch Party games, he is commentating with me for this game, his game for UNLV. Welcome in, Cryo.
Of course. In order for Wooly to be relevant and, be in a game day situation, he needs me to be undefeated. But alas, I think this is going to be a really good game.
All right, so let's get into the rosters. We'll start with the away team, and this is a Hawaii team who is very good on paper. Extremely good. They've had a tough year with schedule and injuries. If the roles were reversed and you gave Hawaii UNLV's schedule, Hawaii would be undefeated and UNLV would be 6-4. So let's check the rosters here. We've got the Georgia Tech transfer, Joe Webb, 84 overall. He is healthy today and looking to kill UNLV's playoff hopes. At running back, it is Mario Dixon, the senior running back. And at wide receiver, the transfer from Wyoming, Malik Afruz. He is an absolute beast on the outside. You also got Jonathan Stevens and Mark Jameson as well. At tight end, you got the SFA player, Wooly's first ever recruit, Axel Brooks. And on the line, it's not the best line in the G5, but it will get the job done, especially on that right-hand side. And on the defense, Marvin Moss on one side, Nick Franklin on the other, and in the middle, you got Tim London and Blake Doyle. Now, Warren Reeves, you've got a 77 overall freshman SFA player. You've got Marcus Gibson in the middle, and on the right side, you got Gavis Johnson. And in the secondary, you've got Shelton Hurd on one side, David Anderson on the other, and Jeff Butler in the slot. And unfortunately, Keyshawn Clemmings, the SFA player, the 5-star, is hurt. Terrible injury, so he is out. But Kelly Kachuk, the SFA player from Canada, will be in the back for you. And their kicker is freshman Tom Tolbert, and it doesn't look like he's kicked it all this year, so it looks like it's your punter, DJ Davis. And let's see his kicking this season. He's 10 of 11 and 86 power, 63 accuracy. So now let's go check out UNLV. And you're undefeated, one of only 3 undefeated teams left, as we saw Tulane lose, led by Dyron Satterfield, the worst player in SFA history, 99 overall, as he is trying to lead them to the promised land. They also got Darren Archer, another SFA player. He is in the Heisman hunt currently and one of the top rushers in the country. At wide receiver, Jeremy Waller is a beast. You've also got Justin White and Mark McLeod in the slot. And then Chris Mason, he has been a beast this year. I think he has something like 11 receiving touchdowns. So he is crazy. And then David Dennis on the left-hand side here. The left tackle is a beast. And then pretty decent in the middle here. Terry Cox is hurt. And, so kind of a funky line. We'll see if it works. And then on defense, Ubaldo Kingsbury should play today. 79 overall, the freshman SFA player. We'll see how he does. And then James Ashley on the other side. In the middle, you've got Brian Andrews and Dan Moses. At linebacker, Antoine Baker. I don't know if he's going to play or not. He was battling an injury. But Randall Baker, the transfer from Ohio State, sorry, not Oklahoma State, Ohio State, is playing. And Dominic Smith at the right side. And the corners don't look too great here for Cryo, as Mark Parks is your lead guy. He's going to face Malik Afruz. Good luck, buddy. But they do have some decent speed here. And in the back, you got Adam Thomas and Mark Alford as well. Their kicker is Austin Anderson. He's 74 and 64, respectively. He's gotten a little bit better over the years, but if you look at those extra point percentages, not that great. So let's get on into this game. Final game of Week 13 before we head to Rivalry Week. And Cryo, I know you wanted to go all reds. Wooly, since you're here, you get to choose jerseys as well. I think Cryo wanted you to go all green, but it's up to you.
Also, my punter, Cody Smith, the only punter in the SFA that I know of that has a perfect passer rating, will be also my kicker today.
Oh, there you go. Green out? All right, we'll see if you have green. I don't know if they might only have black. So, okay, we'd have to give you the white helmet. Yeah, you only got black and white on this team, so there is no green. They're not. So, do you want to go black or white? I'll approve either.
I wanted to go Christmas themed. All right.
No Christmas for you. Black works. I mean, hey, to the colorblind guy, this looks green, so we'll get you the black socks as well. Make sure you're still on your scarlet. And let me get the prediction going. As always, on game day, we do a prediction. There's no spread or anything involved, as Florida State killed Boston College. So there's your Bobanos for that one. And then let's start this prediction. Who wins? And remember, folks, playoff committee will be meeting right after game day. So remember not to talk about rankings or anything beforehand, or who you think winds up where. I think except unless you're talking about Oklahoma, they'll most likely be number one. So get those Bobanos out, as we've got 2 minutes here for the Bobanos predictions, and let's go through the lines and stuff, as it is very important for our sports book, as UNLV is a 7.5 point favorite here at home in Allegiant Stadium. 63.5 is the over-under line. And there is no BearCave prop, as we do have the same game parlay. So let me know if you guys did submit a same game parlay, and what was your game day prediction score? Bet 100 coins, win 25,000 or 25,000 coins if you get the correct game. I bet 34-28 as the final this week. So let me know. Did you put in a bet for the score?
Obviously, as the unbiased coach at UNLV, I did as well. I said 34-28.
Wait, we submitted the same thing?
Yeah. Oh, wait, did you say? I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, I submitted 34-28. So you submitted 34-28. That means we're both getting a reject today. I don't care if it's terrible odds. You're basically trading 1 day of your dailies for a reject. I think that's worth the risk.
Yeah. I will say, Mushbrain just bet on UNLV. So I want to thank everyone for coming out. Hawaii, congratulations on winning the division. He has a historical record of betting for the wrong team winning on game day. So this is going to be fun.
Cam, Akron will be on the outside looking in, unfortunately, after that tough loss to Miami, Ohio last week. I mean, so Mike, I mean, if you're like a team like Vanderbilt or a team like somebody, 100 coins a week, in just guessing, and you're gonna watch game day anyways, something to root for. The chance to get an actual player for 100 coins is kind of ridiculous, right? So, just saying. I think it's a great bet. I mean, how much money does it have to pay out to be worth it? 50K, 100K? Like, that doesn't make sense.
I think we should make it $1 million. We want to make sure
No,
that there's a
it's
realignment
not.
of
That's
the
crazy.
league.
All right. So predictions over. Time. This is where rubber meets the road, Cryo, and I have another intro from Flame. So let me cook when we get into the game, as I'm going to use it for the intro to our highlight video. So here we go. Oh man, I'm nervous and my team's not even playing. I only get nervous when ECU pops up. But this is G5 time, folks. You are looking live at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Darren Archer and the 9th-ranked Rebels look to survive and advance as the leaders in the Group of 5 race. Oh, baby, folks, we are here. Thank you, Coach Flame, for that intro write-up. You are a beast. As this is for the division, as San Diego State already lost to UNLV. And Fresno State now having that second loss means the UNLV-Fresno State game doesn't necessarily matter. Obviously, it still will matter for the G5 race. In terms of UNLV making the conference championship, it does not matter. Oh boy, and remember folks, it's not your screen. This is just Allegiant Stadium in the game. It is rather dark. We've been here a couple times before, so it has kind of a dark, scary essence about it as we are in a dome. All right, Cryo, you started off here. So what's the game plan?
I mean, the game plan is pretty simple. Get the ball to Darren Archer. I mean, this is a very vulnerable, front. I feel like the secondary is more experienced for Hawaii. So I think, obviously, Darren Satterfield, beast. We all know that. But obviously, we know that he has his blunders as well. For me, it's Darren Archer ball on your dome.
All right, so first handoff is to Darren Archer, number 20, and he gets 10 yards on the first carry. Maddox, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure you're locked out of your conference championship. It fully depends on if Louisiana has another game in conference to lose next week.
Yeah, if Louisiana loses to ULM, that is the only chance Tulane makes it back even into the division. So
you have to hope for a Louisiana choke as you get a overthrow here for Darren Satterfield, just throwing it away. And for Cryo, you're just hoping Darren Satterfield doesn't put up the same performance he put up on Watch Party last season against South Alabama. So
yeah, not the best performance, but you understand that.
That's a fumble! Come on, refs! What are we doing? That's a fumble.
That's clearly an incomplete pass. You don't know ball. Anyways, third down.
So 3rd and 10 here for Satterfield. And dumps that off short. And that's going nowhere. So a 4 and out here to start the day here for UNLV.
And now I will say, not the best for the first drive for UNLV, but Mark McLeod has been a decent surprise for the UNLV Rebels. In the first game against then-ranked Florida, thanks, Dogwater, he actually had over, I believe, 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. So he's been a 70 overall redshirt freshman that in that slot role has been really impactful for UNLV. So see him to make another player too.
And here comes the man, the myth, the legend, Joe Webb. He started his career at Georgia Tech and was a complete and utter failure in his freshman season. And then Mike sentenced him to the shadow realm of the bench for 4 years until he finally was able to transfer here. So here we go. First handoff, though. Mario Dixon gets 11. It's Joe Webb time, baby. It's crazy. Season 14, and we get a full game of Joe Webb. Who would have ever thought? After years of me trying to convince Mike to let him in the portal, we are here, and he drops back, and he gets away, and that's going to be a sack. First drop back, and there's Antoine Baker, the linebacker, off the edge, so he is playing.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, this is a guy who won Mountain West Defensive Player of the Week because he had multiple fumble recoveries against Nevada. It was a very impactful game for Antoine Baker, someone who is a senior, someone who's played for years at UNLV and really grinded his way up the ranks here.
And 2nd and 14 now. Quick option for Webb. He floats it out to Dixon. Broken tackle and wrapped up. So 3rd and 13. Remember, this is a UNLV team that is actually pretty strong in the front 7. Where they are bad is in their secondary. So we got to see if Joe Webb can find Malika Fruz, bottom of your screen. He is the big mismatch today. He's not even looking his way here, but he goes over the middle. There's Axel Brooks, the SFA player. The tight end gets a first.
Yeah, and I know that the rushing is, you're going to look at Ubaldo Kingsbury if he is out there, but I want you to look for James Ashley, the 74 overall redshirt senior. He has gotten over 10 sacks in his last 6 contests. So that is someone to be on the lookout for. He's been a sneaky good guy at getting to the ball, and with this porous offensive line, he needs to do it to really make UNLV be that good on defense.
And you also got Ubaldo Kingsbury as well, having a great freshman campaign when he is healthy. So this is that's definitely a mismatch to watch for UNLV. Can they dominate the offensive line, or can Fruz get going? So we're out empty here. Joe Webb just across the 50, 2nd and 10 now. He drops back. He's yamming deep, and he's hit as he throws.
How is that not a fumble?
Okay, relax.
Oh my God, nuts and bolts, we got screwed. 3rd down.
All right, 3rd and 10 now. And we get a blitz now, and he yams it. He hits his man. Mark Jamison from the slot. They brought an all-out blitz, and they got hit hard.
Yeah, don't hate the call from UNLV. Just the press coverage. He was able to, quickly get off it. Obviously, we have a surprising good person in the back field would be Adam Thomas, the free safety. He's 80 overall. He hasn't made that much of an impact in games, but he has the ability to make the big play and make the big hit as well.
Absolutely. So 1st and 10 now. Hawaii is driving. They get a jet sweep. He has room. Broken tackles down inside the 5. Mark Jamison. Oh boy, getting creative now. Here is Hawaii on this opening drive. Looking to score first on the road. Punch UNLV right in the kisser. 1st and goal here for the Rainbow Warriors. Webb. He keeps it. Webb! And he hit and falls forward. No touchdown there. So 2nd and goal now. 3 down linemen here. The run still in play. They're going to throw it, though. No, Webb takes off. He finds the room. Joe Webb, and he stops short. What a play from Antoine Baker.
And that is Mark Alford, the 70 overall freshman who got to start over the other strong safety who didn't improve in the offseason. So here we go. Goal line formation.
So 3rd and goal. The toss. Nobody there. That's going to be a touchdown for Hawaii. 7-0 start here for the Rainbow Warriors.
Yeah, don't hate the call for UNLV. It's just really unfortunate. It's just very, once you commit inside, the outside is going to be wide open, and really good blocking on that outside.
All right. So 7-0 here for the away team. And yeah, we've got Cryo in the booth here. Cryo shaking in the booth yet?
Oh no. It's too early. It's not over until Sydney Sweeney sings, all right? So I'm not too worried.
Bonk, I brought the bonk stick into the booth this week after your watch party comments.
What comments? I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, if you want to repeat them, you're more than welcome to. But
no,
I'm a very innocent. I'm a man of God, sir. All right?
Watch Kentucky and Tennessee for some bonk-worthy moments from from Cryo, as it's 1st and 10 now here for Dyron Satterfield, as he's yamming that one deep, and he has an open man. First down, Jeremy Waller, his first catch of the day.
Jeremy Waller, introduced in season 10 with Doug Brumfield when he was a senior. He's really worked his way up the ranks. He started out as the 6th wide receiver on the depth chart, and he worked his way up to being an 87 overall.
Yeah, we've seen him on these type of games before against Hawaii, even a couple of years ago on game day, or maybe last year. He had a great game as well as Darren Archer. He gets 2. And, Darren Archer had a great first half of the season. Then teams started scheming towards him, and then Dyron Satterfield started killing it. So, be interesting to see who Hawaii goes after today. 2nd and 8 here for Satterfield. Over the middle, that's almost intercepted. So 3rd and down again here. Not the best start so far for Satterfield. He's 2 of 5. Definitely no man's land, 4-down territory potentially. Plenty of time here, and he floats it deep. He has a man. What a throw! Down inside the 5, and it's Chris Mason, the tight end.
Chris Mason is an absolute stud. Against Duke in his breakout game, he had 10 receptions for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. This man was born to play ball, and he's still just a junior TC. What a play by Dyron Satterfield.
And he is an X factor on this offense. He is a mismatch nightmare. He got behind everybody. But 1st and goal, fullback dive. Oh, you love to see the big man vulturing Darren Archer, but he doesn't get in there.
Joe Hall having a surprisingly good year as a freshman. I believe he has 5 touchdowns on the year, making him an extra offensive weapon you need to look out for, especially on the goal line.
So 2nd and goal here for UNLV. Satterfield, and he hits his man, Jeremy Waller, and they go right back. What a response here from the Rebels. And folks, let me know if the volume is too loud or not for UNLV's music. First time I've used it on stream. Let me know if that's a good volume or not.
Yeah, it's a good volume. I heard it.
You heard it? Okay.
I love some Kern Craft 300.
Dogwater says he can barely hear it.
Was a little quiet, but also Dogwater.
Cannot hear it. All right. I will raise it for the next time, if there's a next time that we use it.
All right, buddy. Let's calm down on the little propaganda. I know you and Joe Webb have a little.
All right, I'm playing it now. Is it good? I'm playing it now. Is that a better volume? I want to get this dialed in. As it is a pretty short. All right, so we get a dump off here for Hawaii, and that is Mark Jameson. All right, that's good. Sweet. All right, we got that dialed in. Sorry, I can't hear it on OBS, so. All right, so here we go. Joe Webb and company, how do they respond? He takes the QB draw. Remember, Joe Webb missed quite a few weeks with injury. Same thing with Malika Fruz. This has not been an easy year for the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. So 1st and 10 now. Out empty again. And it's going to be a screen pass to Malika Fruz, getting the big man involved, and he doesn't get much there, but you got to get his hands wet. You got to get him into the rhythm of the game. So like that. All right, cheating the safety down. That's Alford. 2nd and 10, and they're in a Wildcat here as Dixon can't do much, as we yet to see Ubaldo Kingsbury get involved. I believe he's number 99. Am I right? At the bottom of that line?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
The 6'6" ton dude from Baton Rouge, Louisiana is kind of easy to point out.
There you go. As they bring a blitz here, 3rd down, they pick it up, float over the middle, open man, it's Axel Brooks again! The tight ends on both sides coming up clutch here early on.
Yeah, the pressure was good enough. It's just 1 second too late, and Axel Bucks was able to get an easy catch there. Just you see the wide open mans on the screens, and I get the blitzes on trying to catch him off guard, but you have to make sure you cover as well.
Welcome in, DiGiorno. Congrats on your win today against Virginia Tech. No win sweeter. As you got Joe Webb, and he falls down. Interesting play there. He just had no room, could not find the hole, and they credit Brian Andrews.
Yeah, Brian Andrews broke off the tackle of the center, the 79 overall senior, getting it done.
So 2nd 11, going back empty again. They're really just dialing into trying to expose this UNLV pass defense. That's going to be 3rd and 7. The mid screen doesn't net much. But Hawaii's been great on 3rd down thus far today. We'll see if they can punch it in. They're perfect 4 for 4. Malika Fruz, top of your screen. And that's going to be dumped off short. He has to make a play, and he can't. Mark Thomas is stopped short. So decision time here for the Warriors. And they are kicking the field goal. So this is going to be a 42-yarder from left hash. And we know Hawaii does have the advantage in the special teams. The kick is up, and it is off the upright. No good.
As TC would say, doink!
Unbelievable. 3 points left on the board, and those are critical when you're trying to topple an undefeated team like UNLV. That one hurts. So Satterfield back on the field after the touchdown. They got Chris Mason in motion now. Satterfield all the time in the world. You can't do that, as once again they hit Mason. Oh my gosh, this tight end is ridiculous.
This tight end might be the greatest tight end in SFA history. The season he's had is actually insane because it's already started in week 1. Week 1 he did not get that involved. He did get a touchdown against Florida, but it was only off 3 of receptions. But ever since then, that breakout against Duke has been really substantial for that UNLV offense to expand and have another weapon for Dyron.
We rarely see tight ends make a massive impact unless, especially on game day style games. So him motioning fully across the field only to run a slant all the way back for 22, that's incredible.
That's classic UNLV play calling, let me tell you.
All right, so 2nd and 4 now. They are empty here with Satterfield. Only a 3-man rush over the middle, and there's Darren Archer. He's not gotten heavily involved yet, but that is a 1st down. So inside the 40 now. Going under center this time, I form. They're going to throw it. They bring a blitz, and he just throws that away smartly. Interesting that they didn't call intentional grounding there, as there's nobody in the area, but I guess they'll let that slide. 2nd and 10 now.
They're counting the bench as playable people, so that's why.
Safety coming on down. That's Kelly Kachuk. And, oh, what a move there by Archer. Picking the right hole. He explodes. He's still on his feet. Darren Archer turns that into 26. And your average running back gets stopped after 5 there.
Darren Archer brought in with Dyron Satterfield when Lama was with UNLV in season 11, and he has been a bright and shining star all 4 years. Obviously, he battled injuries in his 2nd year. Had to get adjusted to Coach's Crow's scheme in that 3rd year, but he's really shined in his 4th.
So we got another handoff here. Archer to the outside. He hits a man again, and that's going to be 8. As we end the 1st quarter, and it has been a special one at that. 7-7 here. Big play after big play from both sides. As all season long, we've had this matchup circled. Woolley versus Cryo. And we flip the field now. 2nd and 2. And Maryland eye time as they give it to Archer. He tries to find the outside, and he stopped, but they give him the 1st down. Interesting spot there, but it looks like he stretched for it. So 1st and goal at the 2. I formation now, goal line formation for both sides. Handoff to Archer. He goes outside, and they're going to give him the score. Touchdown, UNLV. They take their 1st lead of the ball game.
And that is what you want to see from Darren Archer. That is exactly how this UNLV offense plays. They love to get the big play to make them extend past, not have the box be as full so that Darren Archer can make his magic work. And it's been great. And you mentioned it before. Hawaii was actually the team in week 14 of last year that prevented UNLV from going to the conference championship because they did beat Fresno State, but Hawaii made it a 3-way tiebreaker. And because of record differential, Hawaii didn't even make it. They got to a bowl game. They got to 23rd on the AP poll at the end of season 13, but it was UNLV that really got caught, facing Southern Miss and losing by about 37 or whatever it was.
So much like the Charlotte-Western Kentucky rivalry, Hawaii has a chance to be a thorn in Cryo's side. As they start this drive out, both defenses not doing all that great so far. As Joe Webb is 9 for 10 to start the day. Randall Baker, the transfer from Ohio State, he has CFP experience in the middle there on the tackle. So handoff to Dick, or no, that's going to be Jamison, I believe, out of the slot, or Eddie Shaw, another receiver. I believe that's wide receiver number 4. So a first down. Handoff again. This time it's Dixon. He breaks a tackle, breaks another, and he's hit hard there and gets 9.
Mario Dixon, not the fastest guy, but he is someone that if you need someone to get those 3 yards, he is the definition of a power back that will just run like a train through people. So that's kind of expected. What you're expecting from UNLV is these linebackers to step up and really be the key factors for a game. We talked about Antoine Baker getting Mountain West Defensive Player of the Week last week. I would like to see him more for sure.
Yeah, D-Sleep, I don't know what you're talking about in chat. This would be horrific for the playoff committee if both UNLV and Tulane lose. We'd have 4 teams at 1 loss to sort through. That would be a mess. As we got a first down here for Hawaii. They're across the 50 again. See if they can punch this one home after a missed field goal in the last drive is Joe Webb. Oh, what a move from Webb. He finds the seam. He's still going. He gave him the old Cupid shuffle right there. And he gets 23.
Yeah, open play. He really waited for those linemen to, give him the blocks that he needed. So that was really smart by Joe Webb. Like he said, the backup at Georgia Tech, he has experience with Mike. He has experience with running the ball. So this is something that you're probably going to see all game.
There it is. Antoine Baker making a big impact on this game. 2 TFLs and now a sack here on that option. He is, and do you run a 3-4 or a 4-3?
I run a 3-4 actually.
Okay,
yes.
So that's why he's on the edge. So, all right, so now we've got 2nd and 13 here for Joe Webb and company. They love going empty. And he dumps that one off. And that is going to be Mark Thomas for 6. So 3rd and 7 incoming. Chance for UNLV to get off the field with the lead. So 3rd and 7 now. Just a delayed give to Dixon. Not sure if I like that call, but they do get it back to the middle here for the field goal unit. So settling yet again for another kick. We'll see if they can put this one through. This one's going to be a 36-yarder, and that one goes through, getting back on the board.
Yeah, and mentioning the strong safety from earlier, Mark Alford, he has 5 tackles. Mentioned in the Mountain West Tribune at the beginning of the year, Tim Tidwell did just not produce as a freshman, and he just didn't want to really improve himself in the offseason. So Coach Crowell gave the shout out to Tim Tidwell to get the start, and he's been really impressive. He has a good amount of tackles. He's a redshirt freshman, so he's only going to get better from here to grow alongside Adam Thomas, the free safety that we were talking about earlier. So it's definitely a good young core. It's just that cornerback situation is definitely pretty tragic.
As we start this drive, play action fake from Satterfield. Plenty of time and free rusher, but he dumps it off to who else but Chris Mason. Oh, baby.
Chris Mason, remember the name because he will not be getting the ball next year.
As 2nd and 1 now back for UNLV here at home in the All Reds as we're going to get a screen pass to Darren Archer. He is very good in the pass game, and there he goes down the sideline. Kelly Kachuk brings him down, the SFA player. Kelly Kachuk, a freshman from Canada, from Calgary.
I'm actually really kind of disappointed because Keyshawn Clemens, I was actually very excited to go against him. He looked like a really promising player. And obviously, that would make it harder for us to win. But I actually do I'm a big Keyshawn Clemens fan for Wooly. Also, he has that 5-star cornerback coming in next year. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, Jelani Walgate. But fortunately, he's not here today to cover Chris Mason in the slot. As we get a pass to Darren Archer. 2nd and 7 incoming. Yeah, Kelly Kachuk is a very, very athletic box type safety. So 2nd and 7 here is you got a delay give to Archer. And that's one thing that's been apparent. They have not really been focusing on the run game. Is Archer, he is averaging 7.9 a carry, but he's only touched it 7 times here. So
even though I have the run slider more that side, but
it's the way it works. And Dyron over the middle hits his open man, and that is a big time first down.
Again, that is Jeremy. No, that's Mark McLeod, the redshirt freshman. I love me some Mark McLeod, man. He has been such a decent surprise for UNLV, someone who's going to be with the program for another 3 years. And, obviously UNLV is going to go into a little bit of a rebuilding state next year. That's why they decided to get their bridge QB some offensive tackle help with David Dennis graduating. They went with Rad Vlad from Russia originally, but from Canada as well, as Darren Archer decides to throw someone into the end zone. But yeah, definitely focusing on having a good line, Coach Kyle is going into the year on defensive and offensive side.
So 2nd and 2 now inside the 10 here. First down at the 6. They fake the handoff to Archer, dump it off to the fullback. That's Hall, and he powers forward. Are they going to give him the spot? Yes, they do. Questionable spot at best, but you gotta appreciate the fight from the fullback. What is this guy doing at the top of the screen? Get off the field, you chump! Oh wait, he was doing that on purpose to make sure Darren Archer went back inside.
I don't think that was on purpose.
Great call there from Coach Woolley. All right, so now back here, 2nd and goal. Huge IQ play, you're right, as Mason is in motion. And it's going to be a throw. Satterfield takes off, and he's sacked.
Yeah, would have loved to hand off to Darren Archer there, but was that a defensive tackle at cornerback?
I don't know what was cooking there, but it worked. As we got 3rd and goal now at the 4. And they are in the shotgun, so don't count out a read option, though. Dyron Satterfield does have some running ability. So 3rd and goal, Dyron. And that's to Mason, and he can't power in. That's a goal line stand for Hawaii. And they are going for it here at the inch. Massive
I love this call. I love it.
And a handoff to Archer. Touchdown, UNLV. They extend the lead.
I mean, if you're on the 1 yard line, the defense has kind of been suspect for UNLV. I love the call. Give it to your best player, Darren Archer, who's in the Heisman candidate for good reason. I mean, at this point, when we're looking at it, it should be Chris Mason, because he's just been such an X factor in this latter half of the year. And you mentioned it before, Darren Archer starting off the year strong, but ever since a certain social media post was made on Instagram, his superpowers got drained. So yeah, I'm blaming ECU for collusion. Some Latina juice soaked into Darren Archer's veins, unfortunately, but it's all right because he is still one of my favorite players.
All right, so Hawaii now back against the wall. It's a 2-score game here. Obviously, plenty of time. They will get the second half kickoff, so a big chance here to double UNLV up and get back into the game. Oh no, Mark Jamison is hurt on that play. The slot receiver. Once again, Hawaii, bad luck with injuries this year as another starter goes down. Yeah, if I put Latina juice in Archer's veins, he'd be doing a lot better. And Joe Webb over the middle, and that's a throw to Mark Thomas here. That's a quick strike over the middle for 6.
You see these strikes over the middle from both teams, and you see the tight ends being used a lot. Axel Brooks and Chris Mason both being utilized a lot in this, especially out wide, as you see in the slot for Axel Brooks.
As he's just going to throw this one away. And while Joe Webb has a great completion percentage today, 12 of 14, he's really struggled with the big throw. We've not yet seen many yams or anything like we thought we would, as Malika Fruz has 1 catch for 0 yards at this point. And that's going to be a miscommunication and a 4th down. 3 and out.
Yeah, and I mean, these cornerbacks, they don't have the highest rating, but remember, This defensive unit in the cornerbacks and free safeties alone have 5 pick-sixes throughout the entire year. Obviously, we know about the schedule. We know how UNLV is, and it is what it is. But that's something to watch for. These are low overall cornerbacks, but they can make the big play every once in a while. Just they need about 15 plays to recover afterwards. But
And DC, that is correct. That's about the perfect way to put it. What Latina Juice does to you is now UNLV has a chance to extend this lead even farther as they hit their man Mark McLeod for 24 down the sideline.
Mark McLeod is it's his name. I love just saying it. That's really the only reason. But just knowing that he's a redshirt freshman, and also Hassan Hand, the wide receiver from Nevada, he decided to get redshirted. So that's a good little 1-2 combo because Jeremy Waller and Justin White both are graduating, the top 2 receivers in this class.
So 1st and 10 now here for UNLV across the 40. Big chance here. Hawaii desperately needs to stop for a field goal or something as now Darren Archer starts to run, and you do not want that. He's already up to 76 yards quietly here in the first half. He has 2 touchdowns already as UNLV has looked the part today. A lot of people questioning their strength of schedule, but well here today at home. As that's a first down for Archer. I don't know who said it, but it wasn't me.
Really? All right, anyways.
So 1st and 10 now at the 25. A quick throw out wide. Oh, a beautiful block. Springs the receiver, Justin White, for 14.
Justin White, that short route specialist. He's known for those screens just because he's able to get shifty on the outside.
That was a great play design as now they're just going to hammer it home with Darren Archer as he gets 4 on this one. 57 seconds left, though. Hawaii using their timeouts, wanting to potentially get the ball back here. 57 seconds left. Satterfield and shotgun, he's going to throw it. Floating it to Mason again, and he's short. So Mason consistently running his route slightly short of the goal line. Might need work on that with him in the practice, but another 3rd down. They got the stop last time. Can they do it again? Maryland got to think the run is coming here, and they do. Archer, and he's stuffed! Massive play there, and they're still going for it. Oh boy, going for it 2 times in a row here inside the 5. They're going to throw it. Satterfield, he has all the time in the world. Can he find somebody to the end zone? He hits him! Maurice Williams, the backup tight end. Oh my God, that's a ball buster.
The 61 overall freshman tight end making a play when it matters the most. Touchdown, Rebels.
I can't believe it. Multiple times Hawaii gets a stop inside the 5, and multiple times UNLV punches it in on 4th down. Unbelievable balls.
I mean, it's almost like UNLV's legit. Obviously the
I don't
schedule
know
didn't work in my
about that.
favor. I mean, hey, we know a certain Power 5 team that lost to a G5 team in the playoff last year. Why can't it happen again, Triple. Listen. At least I won against a triple option team in San Diego State. You couldn't do it against Georgia Tech. But anyways, first down for Hawaii.
1st and 10 here. Come on, Hawaii. Wooly, I need you. We need some yams here for Joe Webb. We need a Joe Webb legendary performance here, as you still have the chance to double him up. No timeouts left, though. Dumps that off. There is Thomas again. That's a first down. Now in yam range. 23 seconds left.
Yeah, if I'm Hawaii, I'm going for the end zone here. You need to get a score.
20 seconds left. Clock is ticking. Joe Webb, and he dumps that off to the running back. Are they going to call him for illegal touching? No, they won't, as he gets out of bounds. All right, but now with no timeouts, you got to work the sidelines, work the first down. Is a stop in play short of the line to gain will end the half. 2nd and 2 for Webb. They bring a blitz. And he yams it deep, he gets it off, and it's a 50-50 ball, and it's picked off by UNLV. Oh boy, Mark Parks climbs the ladder on the underthrow. Joe Webb just couldn't get enough oomph on there as he got hit as he threw, and Malika Fruz could not bring it down.
And I'm telling you, man, Mark Parks learned the name because I learned about it last season when I didn't even know who he was. So,
Oh boy. So end of half now here. Darren Archer trying to do something. No timeout is called. So that will do it here for the first half as UNLV is out to a commanding 28-10 lead as 2 fourth down conversions inside the 5 is the difference. Oh my goodness. So
yeah,
big time half here, and you got to think the UNLV camp they're buying home field merch, and Hawaii just isn't. That's the difference in the ball game.
that's the thing. Home field doesn't have UNLV merch. I
Well, they
looked.
better get on it. Yeah, I know they don't.
Oh,
I was
I'm
looking
better
this
research
morning
them.
too for my graphic.
Yeah, but
So
it's obviously home field is the major sponsor. You know, the best college apparel out
not
there.
a sponsor,
Company design.
affiliate. I can't call
Affiliate,
them a sponsor.
not yet, but there's an actual, another sponsor that's my own. It's called SFA Cares.
There you
The
go.
the teams of UNLV, the team of the camp of JT Redwine and Jay Jettis at Oklahoma is all donating their offensive touchdowns to charity. It is the Kirk Cousins Foundation, as much as Jay Jettis is a homer and just doesn't want to give the Kirk Cousins anymore. Uh, it is definitely going to a good cause. The Kirk Cousins Foundation actually looks really good because it goes to stuff like the Boys Club of America, Boys and Girls Club, and a bunch of others that are really good. So shout out to SFA Cares.
All right, well, let's see if Hawaii can get some charity from the Rebels and get back into this game. Is Malika Fruz is back there, and the UNLV Rebel defense, they've been, uh, talked shit to about their pass defense, and look at them go. Up 28-10 here.
Sneaky top third in the nation for total defense for this squad. So
There
don't
you
see.
go. So you got 18 minutes for UNLV to show their stripes as they start out getting sacked.
That is Kenneth Stevens, the backup free safety. The person that really made Mark Alford move over to strong safety because he would have been third string. So definitely a veteran leader. He is a junior redshirt, so he's definitely been one of the old heads of the group, to be one of those team captains.
All right, so Joe Webb now split back set. Looks like they're bringing people, but they get the screen pass, and he just can't connect. That's now, he's now 1 for his last 5, I believe, through the air. So 3rd and 15 now, back to empty set. Malika Fruz, top of your screen. We'll see if they can convert. And Webb, he fires a slingshot. There he hits his man, still in bounds. There he goes. Hawaii breaks away. The Rainbow Warriors get what they needed. They're back in it. Jonathan Stevens to the house.
I mean, what type of animation was that? I mean, he caught it and then the UNLV player died on the field. I do not understand what's going on, but the slowest turnaround juke move just completely fooled the UNLV defense. Yeah, that is exactly what Hawaii needs. When you're down by this much, you need something that sort of sparks some life into this defense. If the defense can get a stop, Hawaii has a chance.
Oh my, the most dramatic touchdown we might have ever seen as he shrugged that safety off.
It looked like
And-
something out of the Matrix. Like,
and
it really was
exploded out of a
impressive.
cannon. Cryo's life flashed before his eyes right there. That was a crispy animation, if I don't say so.
I saw the whites in my eyes a little bit. I'm gonna be honest.
All right, so now that's what they needed. And yes, Wooly is saying the doink definitely hurts, as it would be a 1-possession game. But that big play, less than a minute into the second half, that is massive. That's exactly what you needed, because now it's only a 2-possession game, plenty of time. As UNLV now on the run, and he overthrows his man. First time we've really seen Satterfield rattled today in the pocket.
Yeah, he's been given all the time, and that's the thing. The difference between Joe Webb and Darren Satterfield, it's the fact that Joe Webb has been elite on third down. UNLV just can't get a stop.
As Darren Archer tries to find the edge, and he goes nowhere. So maybe a change in momentum after the big play here. Maybe the Hawaii defense waking up a bit. So a 3rd and 11 here, trying to avoid the 3 and out, and that would be horrible for UNLV to start the half. So we'll see if Hawaii can come through. As Satterfield dumps that short, and that's going nowhere. Mark McLeod had no chance to get the first. So a 3 and out with a big play. Hawaii now gets what they needed, as that was almost blocked. We're going to get a return now from Hawaii.
Yeah, no, because the perfect call is on there is a 3-yard out on 3rd and 11.
So now
You're right.
Jameson
This
there.
crowd rage is going to feed generations. All right, here we go.
Yeah, see, it's not easy being on stream and being impartial when your team is choking. As we've got a Dixon run here. Oh, what a stiff he is. That's a first down. And what I'm seeing is Hawaii came to play in the second half. They are not sitting there in the dirt crying tears. They're looking good here. Is they're going to hurry to the line. Malika Fruz, bottom of the screen. Axel Brooks in motion. Across the 50, quick option, and Joe Webb can't do anything there, as I believe that's Andrews on the tackle. Or no, it's Dominic Smith, the other linebacker.
Dominic Smith kind of had a quiet year, kind of was looking to be that guy behind Joe Davis as that other linebacker to disrupt things, but it's really all been Antoine Baker. But it's good to see that Dominic Smith is getting some leg work.
As Joe Webb gets 7 here, gets half of it back, making it a manageable 3rd down. But Joe Webb, a bit surprising, he's only at 21 yards. Expected a little bit more on the ground from him, coming, from his option routes. As it's 3rd and 7, they bring a blitz, and he's so good on 3rd down. As that is going to be short. Malika Fruz can't quite get there. You got to think they go for it. And they are. To keep the drive going, 4th and inches. And they're going to throw it. And that's a quick dump off, easy conversion to Jonathan Stevens. So if you can go forward on 4th down, UNLV, so can we, is what Hawaii is saying. Now it's 1st and 10. They're inside 35, continuing. And less than 3 minutes gone in this second half already. I thought he had a big play coming, but just chopped down there by Randall Baker, I believe. That was a big hit.
Yeah, Randall Baker has been a great addition to this UNLV team. Just been really the captain of this defense. Really has been the leader. And like you said, he has that playoff experience. He's definitely one of the more mature players on the team. It's still a pretty young team. There's young and old players on it. Like obviously Brian Andrews is a senior, but it's really interesting to see how this team works.
So 2nd and 5 now. They audible inside the 30. Just past 3-minute mark here now. As they're throwing that over the middle, and another hit to Stevens. Jonathan Stevens waking up today.
I would like him to go back to sleep.
So 1st and 10 now inside the 15. Hawaii knocking on the door, trying to make this a one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And Joe Webb takes off. He goes up the middle. He does not get much. Gets about 4 before he's wrapped up. And a name that we just have not called, Ubaldo Kingsbury. Where are you at, big fella?
He's actually been double teamed. He's been double teamed most of this game. They've done a good job of just focusing on him and making the other players beat him.
As that is blown up in the backfield, this time by Dan Moses. His first play of the day is a big one there, getting off the block.
Yeah, the 69 overall JUCO D tackle. He's really been a really good secondary D tackle in Brian Andrews' absence. So
3rd and 9 here. Desperately wants a touchdown, Coach Woolley. As they bring an all-out blitz, it's a delay give, and that goes nowhere. So field goal unit likely trotting back out on the field, which is just not what you wanted with all this momentum, as this one is going to be a 39-yarder. And that's good, thank goodness, as he's now 2 of 3. But once again, it's an 8-point game. That doink in the first quarter is definitely being felt.
Oh, that was so close to being a miss. I held my breath for a second because I thought he actually missed that. It looked wide left on my side, but...
So UNLV now coming back out.
Yeah.
They've only ran 3 plays so far this third quarter as we're already halfway through. Can they get a first down, man a drive, run some clock? As it's now went from an 18-point game to a 8-point game in the blink of an eye. Mason in motion. They're going to throw it, 3-step drop, hits the slant route, and that's going to be a catch for Jeremy Waller, who's been relatively quiet today outside the touchdown.
Yeah, they've probably used Jeremy Waller more as a decoy more than anything to really get Chris Mason open over the middle.
So 2nd and 1 now in the shotgun as they fake it to Archer over the middle, and it's dropped. Thought they had the easy conversion. Kelly Kachuk in there on the pass breakup. So 3rd and 1 now, a chance for Hawaii. Can they find a way to get a stop? In shotgun, they're going to keep it with Satterfield. He has all the room on that right side. Kelly Kachuk once again has to bring him down.
That play looked a lot similar to the 66-yard run when Dyron Satterfield played the option against South Alabama. Obviously, we know how that game turned out, but it just shows the mobility and just the overall ability to do both sides of it for Dyron. Very smart play there.
And it's so hard when you're in that position as a defender. It's like you have one of the best running backs in the country, or do you allow one of the best scramblers in the country to take the rock? You know, there's no good choice there. As Archer now gets 5. And this is a team that can just pound the rock right down your throat and close out a game. So Hawaii desperately needs to get back into this before they get into the fourth quarter. As that is a completion deep over the middle.
Yeah, Jeremy Waller getting open in the middle here as well. So,
oh boy,
little expect, but we're back.
So yeah, no drop frames at you.
Oh no, there was, but you're fine. You're fine.
So 1st and 10. And that is a slant. Once again taken down by Kelly Kachuk, but Jeremy Waller.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to leave the middle of the field open, I mean, we saw that with Watch Party too. Tennessee was able to go over the middle in short routes over and over and over because the defenders kept allowing that because of their, contained defense.
And the end around does not work. Jeremy Waller brought down by Gavin Johnson. And once again, I know UNLV's been 4 for 4 today in the red zone, but Hawaii's had great red zone defense. They've just gotten unlucky on a couple of 4th downs. So we'll see if they can somehow get a stop this time. 2nd and 14, delayed give to Archer. See if he can make a move here as he gets about 3. That's really all you can ask for on a delayed give.
I have to tip my hat to Wooly because if Keyshawn Clemens was on the other side, I'd be a lot more worried. And this probably would be not even a 1-score game, but probably a tie game because this is a elite defense. I cannot fault it. One of the best defenses in the Mountain West for sure.
So 3rd and 11 here is plenty of time. He dumps that short though. No first down there for UNLV.
Oh my God. Darren Archer's wide open in the flat. Oh my God.
So here comes the field goal unit to try and push it back to a 2-score lead. This is going to be about a 28-yarder from right hash, and it is good.
Like I said, Cody Smith, both the punter and kicker, and he is the only punter in the SFA with a perfect passing percentage with 1 fake punt pass for 20 yards to Brian Castillo against San Diego State.
There you go. All right, so back down to a 2-score game, and if you're Hawaii, you've got to get a touchdown. You've got to put this back into a 1-score game going into the 4th quarter. Otherwise, UNLV will just run the clock out. As this second half has been leaning in Hawaii's favor, but you've got to be able to convert and score the rock, get a touchdown. You can't settle for field goals anymore. So Hawaii, Joe Webb throwing this one away. He's been very, very good with the rock. Obviously, the 1 interception was a bit of a late half heave, trying to make something happen. So 2nd and 10 now here for Hawaii, trying to stay in it, and that's all you can hope for, staying in it towards the end against an undefeated team like this. We get a big play. There's Malika Fruz breaking away. 35.
Yeah, and if they want any chance to win, they need to get this guy involved quick. Press coverage is not the way to do it. Usually that zone coverage has been holding Malik Fruz at bay. But, if stuff like that happens, because that's house call every single time.
Yeah, and Malika Cruz and both Stevens, they have shown up here in the third quarter. As once again, safety's cheating down, leaving the big play open, but they're going to run it this time with Dixon, and he is swallowed up. And I think a quick score would be the choice here if I'm Hawaii, because remember, if you bleed too much clock, UNLV will have a chance to run that 6-minute offense. So 2nd and 10 here for Hawaii. Only 4-man rush. He takes off. He gets away. There goes Joe Webb. Big time run.
Yeah, and the last thing you want is that 6-minute offense with one of the best running backs in the nation running that 6-minute offense. So
1st and 10 now inside the 30 here for Hawaii. Gonna be a delay give. No, it's gonna be Joe Webb on the ground. He keeps it for 7. Joe Webb now starting to find his running game. Maybe getting this UNLV defense a bit tired here. 2nd and 3 now here for the Rainbow Warriors. They are going to move the play here. Thomas in motion. As it's going to be a keeper again for Joe Webb and another 1st down. Let this man cook, man. He's up to 51 rushing yards. If he added rushing yards for Joe Webb today, he's currently on the over. As it's going to be a delay give. And there goes Dixon, and he gets about 4. And as we head to the 4th quarter, it's an 11-point game, but Hawaii is knocking on the doorstep. 31-20 is your score for UNLV. And Cryo, our score prediction is looking pretty juicy right now. Hawaii touchdown with a 2-pointer, and then a field goal for UNLV, huh?
Hey, man, I unfortunately can't get a recruit, or an SFA reject, but I'd be for it.
As Joe Webb takes off again, he breaks a tackle, and he outstretches, but he is just short of the line to gain 3rd down. And I believe that's 4 straight Joe Webb rushes. So 3rd and 1, can they convert? They're in shotgun. It's going to be a QB power. Webb finds it, and he can't get to the end zone, but it's a 1st down. Leaning on Joe Webb's legs here in the 4th quarter. On the doorstep, split backs. And it's going to be option. He flips it to Dixon. That's a touchdown for Hawaii. They're back within a 1 score. And it's the running ability here for Hawaii.
Yeah, not many blitzes. They do go for the 1-pointer instead of the 2-pointer. So rip our score prediction.
Yeah, unless we got like a 1-point play, but it's impossible to get our score prediction. Boo.
Yeah, that's true, Zach. No reject for TC. It was already
I wouldn't even do a reject. Rejects mean nothing to ECU. That they wouldn't start till their senior year.
We should realign Tennessee to the Mountain West. I fully agree.
So 1st and 10 now for UNLV. They've let Hawaii back into this game, as it was once an 18-point lead. So Satterfield keeps it. He has some room, and he gets a 1st down.
And that's exactly what you need to do. The rushing ability has been led by Captain David Dennis, the 96 overall senior who came back for his senior season along with Darren Archer. He really needs to get his other linemen to really do it. Obviously, we have 2 centers starting, one at center and one at right guard. So that's going to be very interesting because Terry Cox, remember, he is hurt unless by miracle UNLV wins out. And in the playoffs, Terry Cox could return, which would be a huge addition if they want even any chance of making the championship.
You're talking about playoffs? You may not even win the division here, folks. Come on now. Don't talk about playoffs up 4 as Darren. Oh, he had more room. He slid. What were you doing there, Satterfield? Remember, this is a guy coming out of high school. Played quarterback and cornerback. So he has the speed. The 3rd and 6 now. Big chance here for Hawaii. They only blitz 4. And that's going to be a 1st down. And it's Chris Mason.
Who else, man? What a stud. What an absolute stud. He's really been the reason this field looks so large for Hawaii, is because he extends the field so much.
So Satterfield hits Mason in the flat. I don't know why he's open there, but 5 yards. And Hawaii, man, it's only a 4-point game at this point, but you've got to find a way to get a stop or stop them for a field goal at least. Stay in this game. As you're going to throw it again over the middle, and that's another catch. No, he dropped it.
Yeah, I believe that was Kelly Kachuk who knocked that ball out. So very good defensive play for Hawaii's star safety.
So a couple drops here in the second half for UNLV. Another third down chance for Hawaii is dumping that over the middle, and Darren Archer gets the first down. Mason and Archer coming through when it matters most.
Yeah, over 150 all-purpose yards for Darren Archer today. Very good all-around performance.
They're going to continue throwing it with Satterfield, and that's back to Archer right in the middle. And we desperately, for these Hawaii truthers, desperately need something to cheer for, as this defense is just slowly looking like they're going to give up a big one. So 2nd and 4 now, Archer and Satterfield in the backfield. They're going to hand this one off to Archer. He finds some room, and he goes down. That's a big play. And there's Marcus Gibson on the tackle, his 8th of the day. So somehow Archer not above 100 yards. 3rd and 4. Big chance here for the Rainbow Warriors. This is the third down attempt of the day of this drive. They bring a blitz. Satterfield yamming it deep, 1-on-1, and it's caught! Jeremy Waller on Kelly Kachuk's dome.
Had to bring back the bingo call for that. What a catch.
50-50 ball, and UNLV brings it home.
Kelly Kachuk, click clack. This is your Kodak moment. Oh my goodness. 1st and goal for UNLV.
Unbelievable, as we're now 1st and goal under the 6-minute mark, trying to push it back to a 2-score game. They're going to throw it. Satterfield floats it to the end zone, and it's a catch, but wait, there's a flag. Holding!
Oh my God.
UNLV going backwards, and it's Darren Archer.
That's it. Darren Archer's not getting Dippin' Dots, bro. Even if we win, I don't care.
Oh my. What a call.
Holding? Where's my notebook, bro? Oh,
It's 1st and goal now from the 14. Remember, a field goal here, and Hawaii stays in it. They're going to toss it to Archer. Maybe he just wanted the touchdown. He wants to stat pad his Heisman hope, as he's currently in the Heisman race.
Yeah, very good thing for Darren Archer to be in the Heisman race, but I think I agree with you on the playoff push at patreon.com/thesfa. It is going to be one of the 2 quarterbacks we see in the race.
As this is, oh, he's going down, football! Oh, they pick it up! Hawaii going the other way! Hawaii! Oh my God, he's being chased. Waller's gonna get him, but a massive change of events. Satterfield puts it on the turf. Welcome to game day, Coach Cryo, as it's Johnson with the strip. Unbelievable. You go from going up 2 scores to a penalty to a fumble, and now Hawaii has it in the red zone. A playoff hopes just crash and burning before our very eyes as Joe Webb now takes off, and he is sacked. What a change of events, as I think Cryo has left the booth. He is in shambles. Silence.
I just didn't want you to hear me hitting my desk, okay? I'm back.
Oh my God, an unbelievable change of events here as we're inside the 20, but a touchdown is needed for Hawaii. This UNLV defense has been great today. 2nd and 13, they're going to hand off to Dixon to the outside. He turns a corner, cuts up field, and he gets about 6. As we're under 5 minutes, this game just got a lot scarier as they were up 18.5, watching the lead disappear. 3rd and 8 for Joe Webb. And that's a 1st down as they hang on. It's Thomas. What a game we have had here, folks, is this game at one point was a UNLV 18-point lead. Hawaii can take the lead here. 1st and goal, handoff. No, it's Webb. He keeps it. He has a hole. Touchdown, Hawaii. They take the lead. Oh my goodness. Uh, 2 seconds ago, UNLV had a touchdown, but a holding call on Darren Archer kept the drive alive for Hawaii. They forced a fumble, returned it all the way to the 10, and Hawaii punches it home, and they take the lead, erasing an 18-point deficit at halftime. Unbelievable change of events. Dyron Satterfield in shambles. It couldn't happen to a worse person. We absolutely love it. You should have chose ECU, you absolute dolt. now it's put up or shut up time for UNLV. Coach Cryo, if you're still alive, let us know, as you're down 3 here. 4 minutes left. Critical possession. It is awfully quiet here in the booth. Cryo can't find the words. Darren Satterfield now back on the field. Chris Mason gets that first catch. He gets 8.
It's fine. This is more for the theatrics. We're going to see a Darren Satterfield game-winning drive. I'm calling it
Mason
right now.
Goes over 100 yards at the tight end position. We don't often see that here. It's 2nd and 2 now. It's a delayed give to Archer, the man who caused the fumble pretty much, as they had a touchdown, but Archer was holding as he goes over 100 yards. So the complete choke by the 2 best players on this team. Wouldn't have it any other way. 1st and 10, though. Can they get it back? As they motion out Mason to the slot. That's huge. He's on a linebacker. Watch out. As they hand that off to Archer. Breaks a tackle. He finds the outside. He's tripped up.
Yeah, definitely just need to run it with Archer. We want to run as much time off the clock as possible.
So 2nd and 4 now here for Tulane. They are threatening midfield, not half field, midfield. But remember, folks, a field goal will tie the game. But it's 3rd and 1 here. 6 for 11 on 3rd down. They've been going for it all day long. This game is on steroids as Archer pushes through. That's going to be a 1st down. It's so hard to keep him in the backfield. Under center, offset eye now. And Archer again, he finds the outside. He's brought down for 8. But this is what I was talking about earlier. UNLV running the ball. They can just kill you, as they are going to attempt to run out the clock and either win with a touchdown or kick the field goal. So 2nd and 2. Satterfield. Over the middle. Plenty of time. He finds Mason for a 1st down. Another big time throw, and it's been all Mason today. As they hurry it up now inside the 30. Game on the line. It is deathly quiet in the stadium. They're letting Satterfield cook as he floats that over the middle. That was risky, but McLeod brings it in. That's another 1st down.
Hawaii's starting to take timeouts. Very risky if they do get another 1st down.
And this has been the game today. Around in the red zone for UNLV. 4th downs, they converted a couple times, but they had the... Oh, wait! Archer got down to the 1. He's bouncing and tumbling off of multiple defenders. Oh, boy, here we go. UNLV can punch it home and retake the lead.
Come on.
They're at the 1. Handoff, Archer. He gets the score! UNLV retakes the lead. An epic drive from Dyron Satterfield and company, and a big sigh of relief has been breathed throughout the stadium, as it looked like Hawaii was going to kill him there. But still plenty of time.
One timeout is all that Hawaii has.
Still plenty of time here for Hawaii. As we get a return, this is Malika Fruz, as he doesn't get much. He gets 22. So this second half has been all Hawaii. As they go ahead.
Never vote me on game day again. I swear to God, bro. I've never ever vote me on game day. In the playoffs, I'll take it. It's not healthy with my heart racing this much.
So Hawaii now game-winning drive in them as they hit Thomas there. That's a first down. They've erased an 18-point deficit as they hurry it up here, up to the 40 already, as they've loved the empty set here with Joe Webb today. He's done it through the air and on his feet, and Thomas has been electric today, as that's another first down. Hawaii on a drive here. Are we going to see another great response? Still one timeout in the back pocket here for Hawaii. They dump that over the middle. It's Thomas again! Thomas is cooking today. He's already at 8 receptions. So 3 straight catches for Thomas, 3 straight first downs. And Hawaii in business as they're giving it deep. He hits Malika Cruz. They give him the lead. The Wyoming transfer gives Hawaii the lead back. 1 minute left. This game is going nutty. A 4-play response. And that's what we were thinking all day long, that Hawaii would expose this team as no defense is being played. This game is going crazy. And regardless of who you're supporting, you got to appreciate that this game has over-delivered in the game day slot. What a game from both of these teams. A G5 auto bid on the line for UNLV as they got 1 minute. As nice return here, gets up to the 26. And Dyron Satterfield, he thought he just had it, has to deliver again. 3 timeouts, 57 seconds. They got to get a field goal or score a touchdown.
Remember, they do have all 3 timeouts.
All 3 timeouts. Archer and Satterfield. You got Mason, hand on the ground. It's going to be a screen pass, but that goes nowhere! A sack! Moses! Or Moss. That is massive. Is Archer, he couldn't release, so now they're back behind the sticks, but they get a nice throw there. Oh my God, this game. 3rd and 5. 49 seconds left, 1 timeout. Satterfield, he's sacked again! No, he throws it away! Kelly Kachuk in the area. Oh my God, 4th down. Game on the line for Hawaii. Their season comes down to this. 4th and 5, 45 seconds left. Satterfield floats it. That's a completion. No, it's dropped! To turnover on downs! Hawaii wins it! Anderson forced it. It's a drop for Waller, and UNLV will tumble. The group of 5 race is wide open, folks. He had it. A colossal choke here for UNLV today in the second half as we get victory formation. I cannot believe it. A drop ruins the season for UNLV. A penalty early in the 4th. A fumble. I cannot believe this game, one of the greatest game day games we've ever seen, came down to a drop. 1 more snap, folks, and Hawaii will go to the Mountain West Championship. And as we hit 000s here at Allegiant, Hawaii does it. They knock off the undefeated UNLV Rebels. They take them down, and they will win the division. An unbelievably insane year filled with a hard schedule, injuries, turmoil. But Woolley, he rises above it all and wins the most important game of the year against Coach Cryo and the undefeated Rebels, as now UNLV has lost and they're locked out of the division race and virtually eliminating their CFP hopes in Season 14. Elation for one side, disappointment for the other. This is the SFA, folks, and we've got Rivalry Week coming up next. Thanks for watching. Oh my God. Cryo, I am so sorry. You are officially officially an SFA coach. You are on the inner circle now because you know what it feels like to have the world in the palm of your hand.
There's nothing I can say. Darren Archer is the most selfish player in SFA history. GG's. Willie deserves it. Joe Webb, more like Joe Cool. He takes over.
Easily,
Oh,
easily the best game of the year, I think. That a 18-point comeback, the back and forth at the end, the penalty, the fumble. This game was a masterpiece. Holy Toledo. And now the playoff committee is going to have to talk about all of this as they have made the G5 race probably even worse than it was last year in terms of how hard it is for us. But let's wrap this game up first. And if you are on the playoff committee, remember, I'm going to post all of the game day or all the BearCave games, and then we'll start our meeting. And the ranking should come out right after that meeting as Joe Webb gets it done. And you know what? I feel for you, Cryo, but I am also so happy for Joe Webb. This is a guy who, frankly, got absolutely screwed at Georgia Tech. Just disappointment all around there. But he comes back, finds his way to Hawaii, and he could be playing for a Mountain West championship. Just an unbelievable day. And how about both Jonathan Stevens and Malika Fruz getting big touchdown grabs in that second half? Malika Fruz gets the game winner, a transfer from Wyoming. And we could have Hawaii versus Wyoming in the championship game. That would be ridiculous. As Marvin Moss, TFL's here. No interceptions today. But Gavin Johnson, he forced the fumble, and Marvin Moss returned it. He couldn't get the touchdown. Holy smokes, what a game day. As Dyron Satterfield, 30 of 40. He was cooking. 354, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Archer himself as well, 140, 3 touchdowns.
Don't show him. No, don't show him. Get him off the screen. I don't want to see him. That fumble, that penalty was his fault. I do not know. That person, Llama, you suck. You drafted the worst running back I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't care if he got 3 touchdowns.
Oh my gosh. And if I would have shown you these stat lines for your team coming in this game, you would have thought you would have won by 3 scores. Just a crazy game all around. This was a masterpiece, and it will take you probably 2 or 3 seasons to really appreciate this game, as even to this day, I still don't appreciate the Rose Bowl between me and Buffalo. It hurts, but it'll be okay. It just makes when you actually win that much better. And on the bright side, you won't get called Mickey Mouse.
It hurts, but I knew. I've said it before, but going into this year, that it was really, win or go home, because I had a bunch of seniors. I'm fine with enjoying the rebuilding process. Fuck, that stings.
Yeah, that was a monster matchup.
Oh.
I loved that game. That might be a top 10 game for me all time for the SFA. That was so much fun to watch. And because it felt like Hawaii was just out of it, and then they just came out on all cylinders. What a game.
Yeah, dog water. I'm not mad at all. I was projected to win 7 games this year. College football playoff was going to be a cherry on top of the cake, but
still in the mix.
This is personal. I need, if San Jose State wins.
You're still in the mix for potentially, right? If potentially, I don't know if it's for sure Hawaii in the division win or not. I believe so, but you still have a chance at the Citrus Bowl. So
San Jose State needs a win versus Hawaii for me to make it to the championship. Now I need to win, and he needs to lose.
Well, I thought he clinched it. Boo. All right. Well, I guess I have to rig that game next week.
Willie, GG's, but you're fucking dead to me. All right.
I don't know. We have to ask Rick what the scenario is right now. But we got our players of the game: Archer, Parks, Webb, and Moss. Moss had the fumble recovery and 2 sacks. Just a great game. Thank you guys so much for watching, supporting the SFA. And remember, March Madness tomorrow. I'll be making an announcement. Get your brackets in, and then we'll be back for game day next Thursday, or Thursday of this week, folks. So buckle up.